Hey, hi everyone. So in this video, we will be continuing our discussion for TCS NQT results. This is a very important video which you need to focus. So we were discussing about it. Okay. So please see the timings of the video, and if you guys can see my efforts which I am putting for all of you, then make sure to like this video. Make sure to support this channel because see, I don't want to say anything, but I hope you guys are seeing my effort, the kind of effort which I am putting on this channel. Okay, that's the thing which I wanted to say. Okay, so let's start with this. So this kind of mail which the student got. Okay, this is an interview mail from TCS. Okay, so we discussed about it. Okay, so this kind of interview mail the candidate got. If you can see here, the date which is mentioned, uh, they have mentioned as first week of April. The interview can be scheduled. Okay, now comes a very important thing. Okay, if you want to judge the cutoff based on the conversation which we have on 21st. Okay, uh, numerical again, I think his performance was around 6 to 7, but he did very great in reasoning and verbal. In coding question, he passed 7 by 7 on first and 2 by 7 on second. Okay, and in this shift actually, the question, okay, the question was tough, so he got digital. Okay, so now in the digital conversation, if you will see here, okay, also he's appreciating our test series. Okay, I wanted to discuss a lot of things. Please make sure to listen it carefully. First of all, a very first doubt which I wanted to discuss: why TCS is doing everything very quick. Okay, what numbers can be there as a final selection? Okay, please understand this. Second thing, very important: Ninja role they will be offering or not. Okay, advantages and disadvantages of this, I will be explaining you each and everything. This thing is very important. Again, I'm saying, please give your precious 10 minutes. I will be explaining you each thing which is very important to know. And before starting this, if you got the interview mail, you can purchase our crack interview note series. The link will be in the description. If you want to quickly prepare for your interview, you will be getting the interview preparation crash book. Plus, you will be getting the separate notes for OOPS programming, STL collection framework, HR question, DSA theory, project based questions, CS fundamental, SQL query, computer science coding sheet, everything you will be getting, which will be helping out for preparation of TCS. सबसे important चीज, you will be getting the candidate interview experience sheet, in which around 15-20 experience we have provided for TCS NQT interviews. And if you will prepare only 15 to 20 interview experience, that will be more than enough to crack TCS NQT interviews. Okay, so let's start with the first thing: why quick and what will be the numbers. Please try to understand this thing. For each year like 2023, 2024, TCS hired around 40 to 50k students, okay, for off campus. Please try to understand this. Okay, now what happened in 2025? They only hired around 10k students from off campus. But the thing is, TCS is a huge company. They have a lot of clients, but they hired only 10k students. Okay, now after doing this, because the situation was very uncertain, after doing this, what they did is, they have very urgent requirements. They have very urgent requirements to onboard the people, because they have a lot of projects. Okay, they have a lot of projects, and they wanted to onboard the students as soon as possible. Two reasons. So first, what they did rehiring for around 2 to 4k students from the off campus 2025. Okay, they did the rehiring. First time they are doing the rehiring for 2025 candidates. So they did that, right? Okay, they also released the result, and they also provided the joining immediately. You guys will be wondering that even the joining of the candidate is in this month only, in March only. They have their joining. So they are doing extremely fast. Everything they are doing extremely fast. Now, coming to the main point, they only hired 10 to 15k from the last off campus. Now, this year, they wanted to hire candidates from off campus. Now, the general number which I am taking for this year will be around 30 to 40k, which they wanted to hire. The important thing is, last year in off campus they hired less. They have a lot of projects, and they should be having a bench strength, right? Okay, so from last year also they have some requirements. Okay, so I am considering again the 10k numbers from last year. So my prediction will be it will be around 40 to 45k or maybe 50k positions should be there within the TCS. Okay. Now what they are doing is, see, now each and every company is very AI focused. Okay. And this should be the number, but the number will reduce here. Why? I will be explaining you. TCS is also now very AI focused. Now the thing is, they cannot train people who don't know the basic codes. Okay, basic codes. Okay. Why? See, there is a logical thing that if previously TCS hired the civil candidates also who don't have any coding knowledge, they hired the mechanical people also. But this year, they will be preferring all branch candidates, but it is mandatory. Your coding should be very strong. That's why they are preferring digital and prime. Because the thing is, now everyone can use the AI tools, and with the help of AI tools, they can do the basic coding. Okay, this will definitely increase the efficiency. But the thing is, if you are using any AI tools, okay, to fit that coding into your code snippet, you should be having the basic knowledge of codes, you should be having the basic knowledge of coding, logical thinking, because using AI you can do the things very fast. But if you don't know any kind of coding, okay, then implementing that in the projects are very difficult. Okay, so for using AI, they will be decreasing some number. So I am predicting around 35 to 40k students should be there. As they will be eliminating some ninja roles, okay, which were previously there. But the thing is, now what they are saying, see, previously we were offering 20k ninjas, okay, but now our foundation role will be digital. There will be high number of selections for digital role only, okay, and they will be selecting more and more for digital role. Okay, it is not like that if they are not preferring ninja role there will be less selection. The thing is, the profile will be higher, the pay package will be around 6 lpa to 7 lpa. Okay, and a higher package will be offered to the candidates, because the simple reason is, for ninja previously they have considered the candidates from non-tech background also, but now they already said that we will be preferring digital and prime, and for preferring digital and prime they will focus on coding questions. So definitely the cutoff for the coding question will be very important. Like, this is the one of the most important section for TCS, which is coding question. If you are passing the coding question, there are very high chances either you will be getting digital or prime. Okay, but suppose if you are doing decent in aptitude but you are not doing good in coding question, there will be very less chances that you will be getting this year selected for TCS. Okay, they don't want to prefer the candidates from the other backgrounds who have less knowledge in coding. They preferred those candidates previous years in which they hired them for ninja, because if you are clearing the foundation section you can get the ninja, but this year only the candidates will be preferred with good coding knowledge. Okay, with good coding knowledge. So this is the main change which they have implemented. So now, see, there will be more interviews for TCS Prime and TCS Digital. I hope you guys got it. Okay, it will be more coding preferred role. The pay package will be offered, that pay package will be higher. Okay, the interview level will be almost same like previous year. Okay, like previous year. Okay, for that you can purchase our interview series and you can practice from that. Okay, but there will be high number of selections in digital profile for sure. Okay, and also they have a lot of requirements because last year they hired less. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about it. Already if you can see the speed of the process, this is the first time when they are releasing the results in 1 week. Okay, it's a huge thing. Okay, it's a huge thing, so don't worry about it. Okay, second thing, okay, we already discussed. Okay, that is why quick, what are the numbers, why. Now talking about ninja role. Okay, to which candidates the ninja roles will be offered. Okay, I'll just explain you this. Okay, and advantages and disadvantages. See, they will be preferring only the digital and prime role this year. Digital and prime role. Okay, they will be preferring. Now suppose a candidate is having good coding skills. Suppose a candidate is having good coding skills, but his performance is not top notch in interviews. Okay, and suppose he got digital interview. Okay, digital interview. Directly for ninja interviews, they will be not selecting much candidates. Okay, I think the number will be very less who will be getting selected for ninja, or maybe the number can be like in the hundreds also for ninja role, okay, but they will be preferring to interview the candidate for digital role, okay. But suppose if the performance in the digital interview is not so good, but the coding performance is good of the candidate in the exam as well as in the interview, if the candidate is good, suppose his communication skills are not too much good, so what they can do is they can demote to ninja, okay. Okay, so this is not like that they are directly offering the ninja role. It is not a direct offer. Direct offer means based on your performance, they are giving ninja. Okay, nothing like that. Okay, what they are doing, they are interviewing for digital. If the performance is little bit low, then they are demoting to ninja. Okay, this is a different thing. Directly offering ninja, that means they are not checking the coding question cutoff, okay. That is the direct offering of ninja, okay. But they are checking the coding question cutoff, that's why they are taking the digital interview. In the digital interview, if the performance is little bit low, then they will demote to ninja. This kind of offerings will be there in the final selection, okay. So it is not like that ninja rule is completely eliminated, but direct ninja interviews will be very less, okay. Now talking about advantages and disadvantages, okay. The most advantages, they see, the advantage is for the candidates who have the CSIT background, okay. For those candidates, there is a huge advantage because they already know coding, okay. And see, they will be preferring the candidates also from CSIT. Why? Because they know coding, okay. They have the CS projects, okay, and they want the coding people. That's why they are preferring the digital and prime candidates. Disadvantage are for those candidates who are from like not from CS and IT fields. They are from non-tech field like mechanical, civil, and all. They have less knowledge in coding, okay. Previously, TCS also hired a lot of candidates like this for ninja role, but now they will be not hiring much people for this kind of background, okay. So this is the disadvantage for the people who are from different backgrounds from the non-tech roles, okay. So I hope all your doubts are clear now, okay. And talking about interviews, see, there will be a lot of interviews in multiple phases, okay. So don't worry about it. There will be multiple phases, okay. So don't worry about it that this candidate got that mail, this candidate got digital interview, I have not got the interview, this candidate got the application form, I have not got the application form, okay. Please don't worry about it. There will be multiple phases, okay. And each and every information I will be providing on this channel, so don't worry about it, okay. And for preparation, if you want to prepare for interview, you can prefer our notes. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching.